is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing is Mahomes on third. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Complete, Albert Okwuegbuna.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Watson.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. A gain of 6 there on first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Second down and 4.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now it's Mahomes again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Akers.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
That's 22. That's right, man. Hey, 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mark. Hey, 31. Here we go. That's 22. That's 22. Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Here's Watson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Akers.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
At the Chiefs 8-yard line.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Rivers. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. It's another pass to Perriman, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Watson looks to throw again. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll run on first down. Rivers, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. And he fires Here's one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Joe Tryon
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watson on 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Watson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Again, he finds more.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Watson. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's like a freight train. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson, pass incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. Akers, he'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. It's a room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Cam Akers,
36 yards.
and the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Mahomes will throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. The 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Albert O.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
22's coming, 22's coming. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. That's 22, that's 22. Watch the slap. Like 22's coming, 22's coming.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they'll indeed take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's their very first they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.